Now, let's also be really clear. For those that want to bitch and moan about Australia's response to coronavirus, while many of our states are deeply frustrating, the reality is, as Australia closed its international border, we did save lives. Because let's compare ourselves to the rest of the world. Because if people want to compare us to the rest of the world when it comes to vaccination, let's do so about the number of people who've died. 914 people have died in Australia, most of those as a result of the hotel quarantine stuff-up of Daniel Andrews, now lecturing New South Wales, of course, last year. 609,000 people died in the United States, 129,000 people in the UK. Yes, bigger populations, but still human beings, families. What about in Canada? 26,000 people have died. Japan, 15,000 people. Australia, 914. So here's the deal. You should get vaccinated. But even if we get to 65, 70, 80, 85%, people will still get it and people will still die. So again, I ask, do you think that the people in charge are going to be capable of changing from this?
Every time they go out of their house for an essential good, if they go shopping, they need to assume that someone next to them has COVID.
To this.
There's no lockdowns in Florida, okay? It's not going to happen. We're not let anybody close. We're not going to let anyone close schools. We're not going to let anyone take your jobs, and we're not going to let anyone close your business.
I don't either. But here's the truth. They're going to have to. I don't know how they're going to be able to pull off this backflip, but they're going to have to do it at some point in time. Otherwise, literally, it is lockdowns forever. Because at some point, you will not get 100% of people that are vaccinated. For a whole bunch of reasons, either people won't want it, their choice, but you'll never get to 100. So even if the Emperor's standard in Western Australia is 80%, people still die, people still get it. Do you imagine he's going to be cool with that taking place? Or do we just break up as a country? Because that's where we are right now. At some point in time, we have to deal that zero is not an option. And by the way, for those that have, including myself at times, pointed to how good's Singapore doing? They've said they're not going to announce cases anymore. Guess what? They have been announcing cases. And now they're going back into lockdown.